Good morning and welcome to another short devotional for Morristown Baptist Church and also Black Rock Baptist Church. We're focusing still in Philippians today, Philippians chapter 1, verses 22 through 25. And we're going to talk about focus on your purpose, not your problem. When you stay focused on your purpose instead of your problem, you can have joy in your life, even when life seems to be falling apart. Paul was an old man when he was in prison in Rome. He was a long way from home. He was awaiting his execution. Everything had been taken from him, his friends, his freedom, his ministry, even his privacy. A guard was chained to him all through the day. It wasn't exactly a happy time for Paul. But there was one thing they could not take away from Paul: his purpose. Paul made the choice to stay focused on his purpose, even when he had lost everything else. What was his purpose? His purpose was serving God by serving others. Paul says in Philippians chapter 1, verse 22 and following, "If by continuing to live I can do more worthwhile work, then I am not sure which I should choose. I am pulled in two directions. I want very much to leave this life and to be with Christ, which is a far better thing. But for your sake, it is much more important that I remain alive. I'm sure of this. And so I know that I will stay. I will stay on with you all and add to your progress and joy in the faith." I'll never forget reading Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Searching for Meaning, or Man's Search for Meaning. Frankl was a Jewish psychiatrist who was imprisoned in a Nazi concentration camp in Germany. Most of his friends and family had been gassed and murdered. He writes in his book about the day he stood in front of the Gestapo. Everything had been taken from him: his home, his clothes, even his wedding ring. And as he stood there with nothing at all, he suddenly realized there was one thing that the Nazis could not take away from him: his freedom to choose how he would respond. You cannot totally control what other people do to you. You cannot control what other people do around you, but you can control how you respond to it. Choose to serve others, even when you're hurting. Choose to forgive. Choose to focus on God's promises, not on your circumstances. Those are the kinds of choices that lead to a greater faith. And then your faith will produce greater joy. God bless. Have a wonderful day, and until we meet again, let's continue to exchange prayers daily.